of the Commonwealth. And I can tell you from both perspectives, this is an exciting day. Danville and Southside Virginia are on their way to becoming a modern innovation hub. The region has an eager, growing workforce, thanks in part to the resources available from the Institute for Advanced Learning and Research, which I just spent the morning at earlier today. The opportunity to work for such an innovative, purpose-driven company with a focus on sustainability will be exciting for those looking to launch their careers or those who are looking to find a new career. It is a perfect example of how manufacturing is a force for good in the world, feeding millions while leaving our communities and planet better off than we found them, improving quality of life for everyone. We look forward to seeing the good that AEROFARMS will do for this community, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of your produce in the stores and on my dinner plate too. So thank you for investing in Danville, Virginia, and in the future of agricultural manufacturing.
Hey, good afternoon. It is truly an honor to welcome you to Pittsylvania County, Virginia. For those of you that don't live here, of course. Before I begin my remarks, I'd like to recognize and thank some individuals for being here today. David and I sort of tag team. He had a short list and I had a long list. But of course, let me start with our Secretary, Matt Lura. Thank you for being here, sir. It's good to see you again. Congressman Good, thank you, sir. Jay, thank you. Good remarks there. Of course, Sam, David, Mark, Anthony, all of you guys that are part of AEROFARMS, we just can't thank you guys enough for being here. And we appreciate that. Our City Manager, Ken Larkin is here. County Administrator, Clarence Mundy is here. My colleagues, Jesse Barksdale, Tim Cheshire, Tim Dudley are here as well. My friend Frank Ruff. I always like following Frank because I take pointers from Frank because he don't ever have a script. He just talks. I have to have a script. A dear friend, Danny Marshall. Good to have you, Danny. Don Merricks used to be a delegate for us. I'm still trying to talk him back into politics. His neighbor next door, Bobby Wilkerson. Good to see you, Bobby. Mr. Ben Davenport, I saw you, Ben, but it's good to have you here as well. My dear friend, the mayor, Alonzo Jones. Other city councilman, James Buckner, Lee Vogler, Dr. Gary Miller, thank you, sir. Bryant Hood, I know Bryant was here, and Madison Whittle off here to the side. If I missed somebody, I do apologize. Dr. Jerry Wallace, the new president of DCC, good to have you, doctor. Thank you. Linda Green, always. You know, if you need a smile, Linda can deliver. And we often need those, don't we? And I have to say a special thank you to our economic development team. Matt, Katie, Corey, Brenda, they're phenomenal. You know, as politicians, we get credit for stuff we shouldn't get credit for. I'm sorry to say that, Frank, but that's just what I believe. But these people really and truly make the difference, and I'm very grateful for that. I was raised on a tobacco farm not too many miles from here. My grandfather actually had 144 acres of tobacco, and I learned at a very early age of the importance of hard work and the gifts of a harvest. Fruits of the labor, compliments of our farmers. Back then, the only time my grandfather ever looked up was to check to see if it was going to rain or to pack a bulk barn with tobacco. The rest of the time, he had his head dug down in the soil, trying to grow what was needed for our family and for others. In the 12th book of Proverbs, King Solomon wrote in verse 11, "Those who work their land will have abundant food." While Solomon was said to be the wisest man of all time, you can see that he had no idea about vertical growth. So what a fascinating idea. In early 2019, a confidential economic development deal known as Project Greenlight, not bamboo, Greenlight, began to materialize. This story begins in Pittsylvania County, as Pittsylvania County entered into a unique private-public partnership with Marcus and Millichap, an industrial brokerage firm who introduced our county staff to the private development firm, a Realty Link Development out of Greenville, South Carolina. Realty Link was covertly working on Project Greenlight and aggressively was looking for a new home for this project. One late summer night, close to the midnight hour. That sounds almost like a song, doesn't it? Our county staff picked up AEROFARMS Director of Business and Farm Development, Sam Scheitz, from the Greensboro Airport. And over the next 18 hours, our staff, combined with much needed support from the City of Danville, through our strong partnership developed through the Regional Industrial Facility Authority, introduced AEROFARMS to a shovel-ready site with all the infrastructure in place for what was to become their new home here in Cane Creek Center. The combined effort of our county and city staff working with the Southern Virginia Regional Alliance demonstrated to AEROFARMS the unique agricultural research capabilities of the Institute and its association with Virginia universities, as well as the Old Dominion Agricultural Complex. But most importantly, our combined teams demonstrated the importance of working together and its ability to adapt to state-of-the-art technology. After several subsequent visits and intense negotiations, economic development staff received word from AEROFARMS that they decided to move forward with the world's largest vertical growth facility here in Pittsylvania County. In December 2019, Project Greenlight, now known as AEROFARMS, was announced by Secretary of Agriculture and Forestry Bettina Ring an investment of $42 million with the creation of 92 full-time positions. This investment number would later increase to $53 million due to the incorporation of new technologies and equipment. After the announcement, AEROFARMS and the entire community worked feverishly to leverage the momentum and create additional partnerships with stakeholders to include local school systems, local community colleges, research institutions, local farmers, members of agribusiness, and the full utilization of a regional workforce and labor board, including a unique second chance hiring initiative. By networking and working together, AEROFARMS, the Institute, and Virginia Tech School of Planet and Environment Sciences established the Controlled Environment Agricultural Innovation Center located on the Institute campus. Further, the parties' continued efforts, which resulted in the award of Go Virginia's Indoor Farming Grant, which is funding the development of a strategy and roadmap of supporting and expanding controlled environment agriculture operations through Southern Virginia. In July of this year, our combined team effort, along with the Youngkin administration, was pleased to announce that AEROFARMS had decided to expand the Pittsylvania County facility, resulting in the creation of 66 new jobs, bringing the total facility's employment to 158 workers. Pittsylvania County, the City of Danville, and the Southern Virginia Regional Alliance are proud that AEROFARMS has already become an active and integral corporate citizen. We congratulate you and celebrate your presence as we officially cut the ribbon of citizenship, technology, growth, and harvest. Congratulations and thank you so much.
I want to say good afternoon and thank you, David, because you told your staff when the mayor gets up there, pass out some refreshments. So those of you who they have refreshments, so eat up. But I just want to say thank you all so much. Vic, thank you so much for introducing everyone earlier this morning. Jay, it was great to be with you this morning. Ben Davenport, Charlie Majors, Jeff Haley, thank you all so much for that. I want to say once again, let me begin by saying it's such an honor to be part of this special day. I am the mayor for the City of Danville to stand before you and represent the City of Danville and its citizens. When we talk about AEROFARMS, we use words such as innovative, transformative, and groundbreaking. When AEROFARMS sent out the invitations of today's event, it was so fitting that they included phrases such as agriculture elevated and new heights. Those words so aptly describe this company and the production that would be taking place in this facility. I am so proud and happy that AEROFARMS put its faith and trust in our community and built this cutting-edge facility right here in Danville, Pittsylvania County. Can we give them another big hand, please? This says so much about the quality and character and the partnership with our partners in Pittsylvania County. Thank you to your local team and all the regional and state partners in working with the company to bring to this point as we celebrate here today. When we look at this facility, we see people. And Anthony, if it's okay for you to come and join me, please come and join me. And all of your people just walk through here, because what happens is We see a lot of people, all the cameras are facing this way. We want all the AEROFARM employees, if that's okay, I know you're the boss, but if you can ask them to walk through here so all of our viewers can see 80 plus people already that has already hired in there. Please come forward this way as I continue to talk. You stay with me. Tell them, come, you got to tell them because they ain't listening to me.
Guys, please come forward.
Please come forward. Please come forward. We want you, look at these employees. Look at what's happening in Danville, Pennsylvania County. Look at here. Look at what's happening. And those of you who are viewing, you get a chance to see this. Come on, let's walk on that way. Let's give them a big hand. Look at this, look at this, look at what's happening. Manufacturing. That was Danny Marshall. That was not in my speech, but y'all can get me later. But in closing, the city of Danville is a proud partner of this project. This is the type of economic development we all can believe in. This product is amazing. The company is an industrial leader and recently was named Vertical Farming Company of the Year for the 2022 AgTech Breakthrough Awards. And I'm thrilled about the career opportunities it's creating for our citizens. And once again, as the mayor, on all of City Council, please stand on behalf of City Council and our staff, wave your hand staff. We're so thankful for all of you all, and thank you all for choosing us. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Guess I'm up. Well, it is a wonderful privilege to be back in Danville, Pennsylvania County. It seems like I'm here about once a week when I'm not up in D.C., and unfortunately we're up in D.C. these next 3 weeks, but it is great to be back in Pennsylvania County and greater Danville here. And I want to congratulate the public officials, the elected officials, and the whole community that came together to make this possible. Has been recognized by the previous speakers. Having served as a county supervisor in Campbell County, just the bordering county, just north of here, I know how hard you work to try to grow your county, to bring increased revenue to your county, to grow the pie, so you have to ask less of your citizens, less of a percentage, if you will, less of a piece of your respective citizens, and how hard you work through economic incentives and creating a climate and a workforce that attracts businesses like this to come and develop and bring something like this here to Danville, greater Danville, Pennsylvania County. I want to congratulate the AEROFARMS folks as well. I was able to join you, 17 months ago, I think it was, when we were here in April and we did the groundbreaking. 17 months can go awful fast when you get to my stage in life, I guess. But to come back and see this today and to see what we've built, what you all described was going to happen some 17 months ago, and to see it here again today. And I visit a lot of farms around the district. I visited a bunch of farms last week. I was at hog farms, cattle farms, horse farms, and agricultural farms and orchards and things like that. But I have never been to a farm like this, because a farm like this does not exist anyplace else in the world. And it's neat to be able to say that. It's awesome to be able to say that about this part of Southside Virginia, about Virginia generally, and certainly at the 5th District. It's a privilege to represent the 5th District and be part of this. Now, when you work in Washington, I did grow up working on farms. My uncle was a dairy farmer. I had friends who were horse farmers and growers. And I got to do a lot of the dumb labor to learn to work hard on a farm and to learn how hard farmers work. I grew up in a lower income family, having to work all of my life. So I've worked on farms, but if you work in Washington, I guess most of you know I'm not qualified to work in a smart farm. But I can tell you I am smart enough to know that the role the federal government should play is creating an environment that allows things like this to prosper and to grow, that creates a low tax environment, a low regulation environment, an environment that encourages work, and grows the workforce and gets Americans back to work. So thanks for being part of the local solution. I had a chance to walk around and visit with a lot of the staff, and probably about a third of you I got a chance to shake hands and say hello. And you saw, I was really impressed 17 months ago with the culture from Dave and Mark and the team when we had the groundbreaking. You could just tell the heart and the culture, high character folks, that was on display when we had the groundbreaking a year and a half ago. But to walk around and meet the staff today, and you can tell there's a lot of pride already here in just a few months, and it's wonderful to see we've got this mix of Danville folks, Pennsylvania folks, and across the line, even some Tar Heels that I met who are realizing wonderful job opportunities because of AEROFARMS, but also to see we brought in some high talented, wonderful folks from the outside that will help make our community stronger here in greater Danville and Pennsylvania. And so it's a privilege to be with you. Congratulations to the entire team, our elected officials, our community leaders, our business leaders, the AEROFARMS team on doing this. It's a privilege to be part of this with you today. Thanks for letting me celebrate with you. Congratulations and well done.
Thank you, Congressman. Well, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Matt Lohr, and I have the great honor of serving as the Secretary of Agriculture and Forestry for Governor Youngkin. And what an honor it is to be up here on stage and to be a part of this wonderful celebration today. I had the honor of being here back in March, about 6 months ago, to do a tour. And I think at that point you were just starting to do some recruiting and hiring. And so to be able to come back 6 months later and see this facility. Yes, sir. Come on.
No, but you're going to be over here. We have you in order of speaking. Wait, is he? Wait, maybe he is after Anthony.
Tell me where I'll be wherever you want me to be.
Oh, no, we have Tim. Does Linda have an update for? Does Linda have an update for Jay Timmons? Linda? Do you know where Jay is?
Jay's right here.
Oh, perfect. Then, good. You don't have Frank on here, right? Just start that.
Mark, can you do the chair up there for Congressman Good?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, he's coming up.
Yeah, he's coming up. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Well, welcome. This is amazing. What a great turnout for today. It's an amazing day for us to come together and celebrate the grand opening of the world's largest aeroponic smart farm. Woo! This is really thinking about how we lead not only indoor vertical farming, but agriculture overall, and really setting a new standard about thinking about how we can do more with less. I'm Mark Rashima. I'm one of the co-founders and chief marketing officer. Really excited to be able to introduce everybody today to a great festivity. We have an amazing lineup of speakers. They really represent the best of how public-private partnerships can work to come together to think about how to drive innovation, economic development in amazing communities like right here in Danville, Virginia. We are so appreciative of all the support and incredible warm welcome that we have received to date. So I also want to thank you for that. Just a little bit of housekeeping. Before we kick off everything, just want to get a chance to be able to thank an incredible team here in our AEROFARMS Danville team. Also want to get a chance to thank our marketing, especially Emily G., who's been helping put together today's event. So thank you. After our speakers go, we're going to be doing a first bite tasting. It's an opportunity for everybody to taste our delicious greens and be able to taste our difference. So looking forward to that. Then we're going to be doing the actual ribbon cutting. And then after that, we're going to be doing a group shot outside the farm with the entire team. So just want to be able to give a little bit of preview of that. And then for the media, we're going to be available for interviews, and we'll also have, in addition to your press media kit, we're going to have live B-roll for you, as well as some different stills. Now, to the program at hand, I'm really honored and excited to be able to introduce my fellow co-founder, our CEO, David Rosenberg, who has been boldly leading AEROFARMS to new heights. Thank you, David.
When bamboo grows, you give it sun, it gets sun, it's grown in the soil, it has water, and the first year goes by and it doesn't necessarily grow. You do the same and you give it more water and fertilizer, and it doesn't necessarily grow. You do it a third year, sometimes a fourth year, sometimes a fifth year, and then finally it starts growing, and it could grow 90 feet in 60 days. And it's an amazing crop. And it reminds me of the journey at AEROFARMS in a few ways, because we've put a lot of heart and soul into building this company, and it's been really hard to get here. And just like bamboo, when it grows, it's an inflection, and it grows really fast. And this is our inflection point here in Danville. And this is the inflection point for the industry here in Danville. And for years, we've been growing plants. We've grown about 550 varieties of plants. And it's not just about growing a plant, but creating a business, creating a farming business. And all these things need to go right, from sourcing seed to getting seed to seeding to growing to harvesting, packaging, sales, logistics, marketing. All these things need to come together. And it needs to be done in a way where the capital expense works, the operating expense works, ultimately the business works. Because when the business works, you have a business that scales. And it's happening here in Danville. So a lot of hard work went into building this. We have now automation in seeding, growing, harvesting, cleaning, packaging, fertigation, imaging that's coming in, and automation between that. By the way, even with all that automation, robotics, we still have 150 people we're employing, of which we've already brought in 80 people from the city of Danville and the neighboring areas. But it's a key point of inflection, because now the business works, and now we could scale and show the world this new paradigm of how to grow plants and how to feed humanity. So it's a wonderful opportunity. It's a wonderful time for the company. It's a wonderful time for the industry. And we're really excited by what we've done. It's amazing. You'll see the videos later, and it is nothing short of game-changing. A few people deserve big thanks, and want to certainly thank the people of Danville. The community here has really opened their arms and accepted us, and we accept them, we embrace them, and we're so thankful. It has been easy. The quality of people we have, they're hardworking, they understand manufacturing, and we're very much akin to manufacturing, food manufacturing, and it's been a real treat to work with, and it's going to be the start of a very long relationship with the community of Danville, the county, the state, the neighboring areas. Thank you. There are a lot of people to thank, so I'm going to go off just in the interest of time. If people could hold their applause and applaud at the end of this group. But Secretary Lohr, thank you very much. Congressman Good, we were talking at the early days before we broke ground. Thank you very much. Senator Ruff, appreciate all the work and everything and companionship here. Supervisor Ingram and Executive Director Green, President Timmons, thank you. And Mayor Jones, really appreciate everything you've done. This has been a team effort all in all. And every time, with a big project like this, you run into challenges, and every challenge we were met with teamwork, collaboration, and a spirit of solving problems quickly. So thank you very much. On our own team, I want to thank my co-founders Mark Oshima and Ed Harwood, who's no longer with us. He passed, but his spirit is very much with us, and he was obviously foundational in building the real philosophy that we've stayed true to and been our guiding light all along. So thank you, Ed, up there, who's smiling down on us. Also, a number of AEROFARMers have been with us for a long time. So here, Roger Bulow, Guy Blanchard, Alex Rudnicki, Justin Zabalanski, particularly, you guys really should be up here, and you're up here with me delivering this, and you're very much the reason we got here and the reason we're going to keep going. So appreciate everything. I want to call out other team members that were instrumental in building this. Tracy Havity, Andrea Skokolek, Mary Alice Feinstein, Stacy Kimmel, Dan Almasi, Chris McGraw, John Kaniski, Charles David, Sam Schatz. Also, you guys were everything to make this happen. Your leadership, nothing short of tremendous. Thank you. And two more, the Newark team, who's not here, our team in New Jersey, they were instrumental in building the relationships with our customers and the goodwill with our customers, the excitement with the industry. It's not just about growing a product, it's about growing a great product. And they were leading the way and helping our facilities now service and expand with those same customers. So appreciate you all in Newark. And also the man who's taken the baton, Anthony Smith, who's our leader here at Danville, and we are in tremendous, capable hands. Anthony, you have our confidence, and we are excited by your leadership. Thank you. So our mission is more important than ever. Just this past week, reading in the news what's going on. For those who don't know, there are tremendous heat waves going on in California. California is the salad bowl of the U.S., and with that, we need water not only to irrigate the plants, but to cool them off. And there are drought shortages, there's crops that are failing, and it's illustrative with dramatic climate changes in climate. It's illustrative of the challenges we have. You have the war in Ukraine, you have population growth, so we really need to embrace technology. I'm an optimist at heart, and technology is moving in the right direction to solve these big macro trends. And again, this is the inflection point of how we're going to change the world. So appreciate you all, and in closing, I just am excited for the future, what's to come of this facility in the future, and thank you all, and look forward to building something wonderful together.
Hello, I'm Mary Alice Feinstein. I'm the Chief People Officer here at AEROFARMS, and I am proud to welcome you to AEROFARMS Danville. It's creating 158 new jobs. That's 158 new opportunities for year-round employment with fair wages and a cutting-edge technology. In addition to job creation, I'm also proud of the AEROFARMS team culture. We are building together here with you. Our team culture, which we call our care principles, stems from our incredible team members in Newark and Abu Dhabi, and now will continue here in Danville. It is a team commitment to lead our organization and our industry with collaboration, communication, accountability, agility, respect, and empowerment, which are our care principles. Thank you to the entire team for embodying this team culture as we scale our team to grow the best plans possible for the betterment of humanity. Please help me welcome one of our valued team members, Anthony Smith, AEROFARMS Danville Plant Manager, who's leading and growing the team right here in the Danville farm. Anthony?
Thank you, Mary Alice. And thank you, esteemed guests who's here to share in this celebration with us. I lead our Danville team, which is sitting, most of them are sitting there in the back, as a plant manager. I come here with over 37 years of manufacturing and operation experience. And I'm just so excited to be managing the world's largest aeroponic smart farm. So it's an exciting time to be at AEROFARMS, a company with a purpose, a company where we are growing the flavorful greens that is leading a whole new industry. And that can't happen without my incredible team, which are sitting right there. So won't you guys give them a round of applause, please? I want to welcome Jay Timmons, President of the National Association of Manufacturers, to the stage.
Thank you. Well, thank you so much, Anthony. It is great to be here with you all this afternoon. David, Mark, thank you for the chance to be with you here today. And thanks also to Charlie Majors and Linda Green. This farm is an important and promising sign of the economic evolution in Southside Virginia, where agriculture has always been a part of the industrial fabric. But instead of talking about right now, instead of focusing only on food manufacturing, I'd like to take you back to another manufactured product. And for most of the faces in here, you're not going to ever remember what I'm talking about. But Frank, there's a few of us that will remember this. And that is the advent of the fax machine back in the 1980s. And boy, were we excited. Its little drum went round and round, and in 6 minutes you could send a page across the world. Imagine that. We were so excited about that. Now I want you to think about today and how you get a message out. And think about this. And think about how far we've come in that one technology. And I want you to think about what we're seeing here today. And this is only the start. I want all of you to think about how blessed you are to be a part of this new beginning and imagine where it's going to go. Secretary Lohr, thank you so much too for your role in helping AEROFARMS expand. And many thanks to Governor Youngkin and his administration for supporting this project and so many other manufacturing investments around the Commonwealth. When I was Governor Allen's chief of staff and we were trying to help companies expand, we'd always give them names. And so I'm assuming that the name for this one was Project Bamboo, based on what I just heard. Congressman Good, thank you so much for being here. It's really a true sign that manufacturing continues to bring people together. There's so much to like in this match between AEROFARMS and Danville. Now, I wear two hats. One as the head of the largest manufacturing trade association in the United States, and the other as a proud adopted Virginian who knows and loves every single part.
And see the great smiling staff that's here. It certainly is a great honor. So congratulations, Mark and David, for your vision. And for to go back in the very beginning when this idea started as a dream and to see it fulfilled is so rewarding. And thank you for choosing Virginia, especially here in Danville and Pittsylvania County, to make this dream reality. So this is an exciting week for the Youngkin administration. We have declared this as Virginia CEA Week, or Controlled Environment Agriculture Week. We've been in office about 8 months, and shortly after I got sworn in as secretary, I was having a conversation with the governor, and we were looking at the future of agriculture. And most of you know that agriculture is our #1 industry across the Commonwealth, and the governor is always about how can we make things better and improve. And we had a great conversation about the future of agriculture and what that looks like. And we were talking about this controlled environment agriculture and the ability to produce so much of our food inside that's so efficient, reducing the amount of labor and the risks of the environment and outdoors and the cleanliness and all of those things that go along with it. And the governor's pretty competitive, and he said, well, Matt, if we're going to do this, we want to be the best. He said, I want Virginia to be the #1 state in the country for controlled environment ag, the number of projects, the number of jobs, the number of dollars invested. And so that has been the vision that we have, and to be able to celebrate and kick off CEA Week right here at AEROFARMS is so very exciting. We have a chance to have several stops across the state this week to recognize the innovation and the technology that we see here from Dave and Mark, replicated in other businesses across the Commonwealth as we really look at a future in agriculture that's so very, very exciting. If you've heard Governor Youngkin speak, he likes to say he wants to make Virginia the #1 place in the country to live, work, and raise a family. And that all starts with growing the economy, reducing regulations, and being able to have workforce training, especially in rural communities like this, because our rural Virginia is the heart of what makes this Commonwealth so great. And AEROFARMS, by the work that's being done here, 158 jobs, I think 130 38,000 square feet of indoor growing capacity. It's so good for this region and so good for the Commonwealth, and we certainly welcome you here as an important part of Virginia's agriculture and manufacturing economies that we see here, and so thank you so much. Last thing I'll mention is the collaboration of this project. You've heard it mentioned by several other speakers. These things don't just happen unilaterally. It takes everyone coming together. Through my secretariat, we have the Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services. We have a program called APHID, Ag and Forestry Industries Development Fund, that played a part. We've got some VDOC staff here, raise your hand here with our VDOC team that really helped with this. Our partners at Commerce and VEDP, they were very, very instrumental in bringing funds together through economic development and, of course, the local government we see with the city and the county. It takes all of these groups together to make these types of projects a success. So thank you so much for believing in AEROFARMS. And on behalf of Governor Youngkin, I want to say thank you for choosing Danville, Pittsylvania County, and thanks for the vision you had. We look forward to exciting things to come. So at this time, Dave and Mark, if you would come up here. One of the cool parts of this job, whenever we have projects like this, is we have a chance to present this flag of the Commonwealth that was actually been flown above the state capitol in Richmond. And so it's an honor to be able to present this flag to you. I hope you can display it with pride, and just know that the entire Youngkin administration believes in you, and we're here to support you and congratulate you for this great project. So. Congratulations to you. Thank you. All right. So, one of the cool parts again is we have a chance to do a toast. Is that next, a toast? Yes, sir. Oh, look at this. All right. So I have to say I've done a lot of toasts in my life with a glass of wine or a shot of whiskey, but I've never done a toast with a glass of greens. So this is pretty cool. Everybody got one? And I think our audience has one as well. Is that right? Look at that. Awesome. Yeah.
Make sure everybody has that logo out.
Oh, yeah. Make sure we have the AEROFARMS logo out. That's right, for the cameras. But this is one of the cool parts of the job, is we have a chance to, as you know, there's been so much work by so many people that have gone into this project. But today we pause, and I'm so glad that all the employees are here. Thank you for running them across the front here, because they are the heart and soul of what makes this work. But just want to say this is one of the fun parts of the job, where we can really recognize and say thank you and actually get a chance to raise a glass. So raise your glasses up. To the AEROFARMS family, congratulations on the vision becoming a reality. Congratulations on choosing Southside Virginia. Congratulations on this dream becoming what it is and in fruition today. And so we thank you. We congratulate you. The Commonwealth of Virginia is excited to partner with you, and we look forward to great things to come. Congratulations. Cheers. Cheers. All right. That's pretty good stuff.
And then we're going to do the ribbon cutting.
And the ribbon cutting is next. So we go down on that. Okay.
Team members want to stand up there? Get the AEROFARMS team, 1 second. If you guys can go up on the riser. Okay, so please on in. Dave, you guys can scoot over a tad over here. 1 second, 1 second. Not quite yet. Here, we're going to take this all the way across. Okay, can everyone take 1 step in? Perfect. And on the count of 3. Okay, we're going to pause for 15 seconds.
You look straight ahead. Down. 3, 2, 1.
And then we do want to do team group shots, we said, out in front of the farm, just outside the tent area, please. If our team could move over to outside the tent, please.